Hi, this is Sanjana from Mockat, where you are mentored and coached directly by 99.9 plus percentiles. Today, we are not speaking about CAT. We are speaking about the exam that is the most different MBA entrance exam as compared to CAT. And it's also an exam that's sometimes controversial, and that is the NMAT exam. So let's unpack all of that. NMAT is an exam that I take very seriously. I definitely consider it one of the top national level exams in India. It's an exam where I've scored 297 in NMAT 2024, including a 120 out of 120 in the language skills section. Vignesh, who's my co-founder at Mockat, has scored even higher. He has a 305, which is, as far as we know, the highest in the country. So we definitely know what works in this exam, and I'm going to break that down for you. But first, let's understand what this NMAT exam is. The NMAT exam that's conducted by GMAC for NMIMS and other partner B schools is a unique exam. It has some similarities with the CAT exam at the surface level. There are three sections: language skills, quant, logical reasoning, all of which seems really similar. It has a time limit that's the same as CAT, which is 2 hours, and it has sectional cutoffs just like CAT or other IIMs do. But NMAT is a completely different beast. It is actually much more similar to GMAT, though far easier. Here, you cannot skip or revisit questions. You're going to answer the first question and only then move to the second one. And the moment you've hit that submit button, you can't go back and you can't change it. There's no negative marking either, and that's primarily because all the questions are compulsory. The marking scheme is also something which is different because this is an adaptive exam. An adaptive exam means that the difficulty adjusts based on your answers. Answer a few questions right, and then you end up getting tougher questions. But if you make mistakes, your questions will become easier pretty soon. Now you might be wondering, then you're being penalized for getting the questions right. But the reality is, for the tougher questions, you have a higher mark that you get. So which means the more right answers you have, the tougher your questions get and the higher you can score. And this is what makes the NMAT exam unique. And now let's talk about the exam format. Here, as I said, you have three sections: language skills, logical reasoning, and quant. For each of these, you have 36 questions, making it 108 questions in total. But the time for each section is different. For verbal, you have 28 minutes, making it less than 1 minute per question, especially tough because there'll be 2 to 3 RCs. In LR, you have just about 1 minute per question, 36 questions that you've got to answer in 40 minutes. And quant is where you have the highest time, which is 52 minutes. Now, another unique thing when it comes to the NMAT exam is you can actually choose the order of these sections in the beginning. What I would recommend is either go for language skills followed by logical reasoning and then quant, which is something which you are already used to because of CAT, and probably you would have taken many more CAT mocks than NMAT mocks. So sticking to the same structure is something which helps. Another format which works for a lot of students is if you're going for language skills and then quant and then LR, because then you're doing reading, math, and then again back to reading. Needless to say, check out both of these in mocks and see what works for you. And if you want to understand more about test taking strategy in NMAT, then check out this video next, because here is where Vignesh has completely broken down the exam, the adaptive nature, and the strategy that you should follow, which is work for a lot of our students as well as us. Now let's break down the format and the sections briefly. All questions are multiple choice with 5 answer options. Starting with language skills, you do have RCs and jumbled sentences, but along with that, we will have vocabulary, grammar, and these will also be tested in questions like fill in the blanks and analogies. This is the part which is heavily tested, and vocabulary especially will be on the tougher side. Quant, on the other hand, is fairly similar. You will have your regular topics in quant, and you will also have DI. One additional thing which you have is DS, data sufficiency. But a difference here is that your mental math and your speed of calculation is key, because you're not going to be getting a Calc. Logical reasoning, on the other hand, is very different from CAT. It will primarily have singlet questions, just a couple of cases that you will have in input output, but the syllabus is also different. It's split into verbal reasoning with these topics and analytical reasoning, where again your topics are fairly different. So this is almost like a logic cum speed test, and you've got to get to the end of the paper. And now let's talk about the schedule itself. This is another key difference, because the exam is typically held across a 2 to 3 month window, and that starts before CAT. You can choose your test date, and you can also choose where you're taking the exam, whether in a center or at home. You can retake the exam twice, but the NMIMS institutes and other major institutes will typically look only at your first exam score. So it is your first exam that is important. Now, crucially, if you're a first-time CAT taker, I would actually recommend that you take the NMAT before the CAT exam. And that's because then CAT is not your first competitive exam that you're taking. And second, because NMAT is an exam where you're getting the score right immediately after the exam, if you are doing well, you're going into the CAT exam that much more confident. Now, of course, this is a high risk strategy because if you don't do well, even if you don't do well in one of the sections and you're not clearing the probable sectional cutoff, you're of course going to be a little more tense when it comes to the CAT exam. So make sure that you adapt this strategy only if you have prepared well. We do have an NMAT pack where you have video lessons, practice questions, as well as mocks, which go in depth into it. So feel free to check that out. Now, why did I say that the exam is controversial? Let's be open here. Getting into NMIMS and studying there is expensive. The NMAT exam is expensive. The official mocks cost more. And the application fee for NMIMS is also fairly high. Luckily, you don't have to pay separately for each institute, but the overall application fee is quite high. Coupled with high fees, which I think are somewhere around 25-26 lakhs now, and the fact that they don't have hostels, which means you're going to be staying in Mumbai, which of course is quite expensive. And on top of it, you have about 800 students in NMIMS Mumbai right now. So all of these make some students question the cost benefit analysis. Now my take here is the fees as well as the exam cost and all are all one-time costs, and the average starting salary is pretty good, especially if you're in the top 10-20% of students or even in the top 50% of students. This is definitely a B school that is worth studying in, and we've had multiple students who've gone there and who are doing well. But do this with your eyes open. It doesn't make sense that you sign up for the NMAT exam and then later you realize that, oh, there's so much more which is also there, including, traveling to the institute for the interviews and so on and so on. Now, you're more likely to do well in NMAT if you're fast at reading or mental math. See, you got to get to the end of the paper, and while you are going to leave some questions by just marking something, you are going to read and you're going to figure it out. You have your verbal section with less than 1 minute per question and 2 to 3 RCs, and you have LR which has reading. So if you're fast at reading, you're definitely going to do well. On the other hand, you also need to be fast at quant, especially because there's no calc. The questions are easier, but they will be calculation intensive. Now, you need to be good at just one of these. So I'm strong in reading, and that is something which helped me crack 2 sections, especially with a 120 out of 120 in LS. Vignesh, on the other hand, is lightning fast when it comes to mental math, and that is something which helped him ace quant and the analytical reasoning section of LR. So just one of these two will be sufficient. You'll also end up doing well in NMAT if you're logical and you're calm. You need to get to the end of the paper. This means taking certain decisions that this is a question which will probably take time, so I'm going to leave it. Answering questions where you're not fully sure. The test taking strategy itself is something which is very different. You got to quickly mark and move on. There's no room for perfection. So if you are calmer, if you are logical and you do well not just in LR but also in the verbal section, this is also something which can get you to the required cutoffs. But last and most important is if you're well prepared. This is not an exam where you can just wing it. There is additional syllabus that you need to prepare for, especially in the LR section. And you've got to take mocks and you've got to fine tune your exam strategy. If you want to know more about the best test taking strategy, then definitely check out this video where Vignesh has broken down his own experience and given the perfect strategy, which is something which has worked for a lot of our students as well as the entire YouTube family. So check it out. Final take, please take the NMAT seriously. It's easier than CAT from a question perspective, but the pattern, the adaptive nature, and the different test taking strategy, all of that adds difficulty. You can ace it, but that's going to be with the right prep and a clear strategy. And that is what we help our students do in our NMAT pack, which includes videos, strategy breakdowns, full-length mocks, sectionals, as well as the approach which helped us get to high scores and helped our students get to 240 plus, 250 plus, which is something which you typically need. Now, if you want to understand the full test taking strategy, definitely check out this video next. I'll also have it pinned in the description and the first pinned comment for you. All the best.